Speaking of rematches, the high school football semifinals have two big ones for teams here in the East Alabama community. In Class 3A, Piedmont will host Randolph County in the second meeting of the season. The Bulldogs are riding a 7-game winning streak, and they're back in the semifinals for the fourth consecutive season.
It's been a season of improvement for us. We started out a very inexperienced team at the beginning of the year, and I think we got progressive a little better as the years went along, playing with a lot of confidence right now in the playoffs. And you know, I told the guys, you always want to be peaking at that time of the season, and they've listened, they've worked hard, and we're glad to be in the semifinals.
The rematch is not only the second of this year, but the fourth in the last 2 years. The Tigers and Bulldogs very familiar with each other. They've played in the regular season and the postseason, both in 2018 and also in 2017.
They got a great program, and that's what I try to tell our kids. They were in the semifinals when these guys were freshmen. They were a third-round team when they were sophomores, played in the championship game last year and back in semifinals this year. So, they're right up there like us as far as having a lot of experience in playoff runs. I think the job Coach Prestridge and them have done this year with their team has been remarkable. They've progressed just like other teams have from the beginning of the season to now, and they're playing their best ball right now too. So it'll be a great atmosphere, a lot of fun for two great communities that are just blue-collar type communities that love their football.
Last year, Piedmont lost a heartbreaking one-point game in the semifinals, and the Tigers moved on to the state championship. But when asked if this game will be payback or revenge, the answer is simple: no.
This is the fourth time we've played, I guess, in the last, 15, 16 months. But Friday night's game will be determined by the players on the field Friday night. Not about anything. There's no extra motivation, based on how the first game this year went or the last game last year went. I mean, both teams know what they're playing for. I mean, you win the game, you get a chance to play for a state championship. So, I don't think you have to use that as motivation.
Won't be motivation. It'll be really entertaining over at the Field of Champions in Piedmont for that big-time matchup. We talked about how it'll be two big rematches for teams in the East Alabama community. You're looking at both of them. Central Clay County will face Mortimer Jordan. Of course, the Vols and Mortimer Jordan played an epic game earlier in the season, but a costly special teams mistake gave Mortimer Jordan the game, which also gave Mortimer Jordan also the region championship. That's the reason why this game will be played in Kimberly. But Central Clay County, one of the top teams in the state, beat number 1 Etowah last week. Those two will hook up for the 5A North championship. And as we previewed, Randolph County and Piedmont once again squaring off for the 3A North title. Both games Friday at 7 o'clock. As Chris said, might want to bring your rain gear for these semifinal games, but it should be great action to close out the regular season and the part of the postseason right before the Super 7 state championships coming up next week.